Hi everyone, this is SG Geek here. So today I'm going to give you a little bit of a progress report on my Raspberry Pi 3 Game Boy build with the 1UP board. So I'm about halfway done, and sorry, it's going to be handheld cameras from now on. Soldering all the 40 GPIO pins and all this small little pins to power the board. Let's move on to the this is a voltage regulator, right? So it's a little bit hackish the way they want you to build it. So you see this part that the arrow is pointing. So the instructions will ask you to like scrape off the paint on the PCB. Once you scrape off the PCB, some copper will be exposed. So you have to solder one of the leads onto the surface of the board, right? And this doesn't just happen here; it also happens on the audio amplifier. So this is the audio amplifier, and they will ask you to scrape off this part, also the negative end, to power this audio amplifier, and the red is the positive. Okay, so this is the power. As you can see, the VCC and the ground, and then you will see like it will lead to the speaker here, and here is the headphone jack, which you will also be required to solder by yourself, right? And on top of this board there will be like a surface mounts for your batteries. So after you mount the positive and the negative connectors of the batteries, and when this thing, the rear cover goes over, so they will protrude here and here. So they will complete the circuit when you put in the AA batteries. Yeah. So you can have the option of using AA batteries, which is probably one of the more impressive part of this 1UP board. And next, let's go on to the LCD screen, which I totally love because it is already hacked. Okay, this probably runs originally on 12 volts, and like all other what do you call it? Rear mirror LCDs, which people have to hack. This came pre-hacked, yep. And these are the positive and negative ends of the PCB, so that you can power it. And alternatively, if you want to just test this, you should actually use your micro USB to power it, and power it with your Raspberry Pi just to test it. I have another video which I will probably place here maybe, and to show you my initial test running Recallbox. Okay, next we can go on to this. This is where the switch, where on-off switch and your volume wheel. Yeah, initially when I got this, I was pretty happy. You know, everything is labeled clearly, but when you solder, it's actually on the other side of the board. So just be careful. You know, don't solder in the wrong parts, right? Yep. This volume wheel, this switch, and this connector. This is where you power the LCD boards. These two are actually audio channels, and it's a little bit hackish how they did it, but they will ask you to I will probably put a picture of the instructions here, but they will ask you to solder the left channel and the right channel. Okay, let me just zoom in. Okay, on the rear end of a 35mm headphone jack. Okay, so the one good thing about it is you never actually think about how what happens inside the headphone jack, but they will explain to you that this tip is actually a left channel, and the second notch is actually the right channel, and then we go to ground and AV and left channel again, right channel again, left channel again. It's kind of cool, like your inputs go on the inside and then they trickle out from the other end, which, you know, it makes sense, but you just never think about it, things like this. So it's actually kind of fun to go into the nitty-gritty part of building this retro gaming Game Boy. Okay, yep, so that's the end of my update. So I hope you like videos like this. If you have any comments, please leave a comment on my YouTube channel below, and just subscribe and like this video if you really enjoyed it. Okay, right, that's all for now. Bye.